Some muscle cars screamed performance with stripes, scoops, and spoilers, but others, well, they looked like your neighbor's grocery getter until they blew the doors off anything sitting next to them at a stoplight. Today, we're counting down 10 factory sleepers. Number 10, the 1989 Ford Taurus SHO. At first glance, the original Taurus SHO was invisible. It was the kind of car you saw everywhere, parked at the mall, picking up kids from school, or rolling down suburban streets like nothing was special about it. No wings, no racing stripes, not even aggressive wheels. But Ford quietly slipped in something wild. A Yamaha-designed 3.0-liter, twin-cam V6 engine, making around 220 horsepower and capable of revving past 7,000 RPM. This four-door was faster than it had any right to be, 0 to 60 in about 6.6 seconds, which meant Mustangs from that era had to work hard just to keep up. In a world obsessed with V8 thunder, the Taurus SHO proved a family car could embarrass sports cars, all while looking like it belonged at parent-teacher night. Number 9, the 1974 Pontiac GTO. The early 70s were brutal for performance. Insurance rates, emissions laws, and fuel crises nearly killed the muscle car outright. Pontiac tried to keep the GTO name alive by rebadging it onto the smaller Ventura platform. Most enthusiasts scoffed. That's not a real GTO. It looked like a budget compact, more economy car than legend. But under the hood, if you were brave enough to order it right, sat a 350 cubic inch V8, giving it classic GTO punch in a lighter shell. It wasn't flashy. No judge stripes, no ram air hood, no burnout-ready rear rubber, but tuned and driven right, this little GTO hit harder than it looked and surprised anyone who lined up beside it. Number 8, the 1994 Chevrolet Impala SS. If you saw an Impala SS on the street, you might assume it was just a big, relaxed sedan, something a detective drove in an old crime movie. But Chevrolet wasn't messing around. They slipped a Corvette-derived LT1 V8, making around 260 horsepower under the hood, and gave the chassis real performance capability. Suddenly, this 2-ton sedan could hit 60 in less than 7 seconds. Unheard of for something so big and so subtle. This car was a police interceptor in business attire, beloved by enthusiasts who wanted muscle without attention. It was understated intimidation, a Q-ship for people who preferred their performance quiet. Number 7, the 1968 Dodge Dart GTS. This one defines the term sleeper. The Dart was a compact car, your grandfather's retirement cruiser, your aunt's commute special, your friend's cheap beater. But Dodge had a dark sense of humor. They allowed the Dart GTS to be optioned with a 383 cubic inch V8, turning the featherweight body into a street projectile. Yet, it didn't stop there. Dealers and factory connections delivered 4 40-powered Darts, and even Hemi Darts built for drag racing. These things shocked street racers, terrorized tracks, and proved that small cars could hide the biggest trouble. Never underestimate a compact Mopar. It might chew you up.
Myślę, że...
Number 6, the 1972 Oldsmobile Cutlass SX. You would look at this car and think luxury. Vinyl roof, chrome trim, soft ride. The perfect car for smooth cruising, not high-octane street warfare. Yet Oldsmobile quietly allowed buyers to order the SX with a 455 cubic inch big block V8, basically a detuned version of the legendary 442 engine. This was a wolf dressed as a diplomat, elegant on the outside but potent underneath. No stripes, no spoilers, just torque. Enough to destroy many muscle cars while staying calm and composed. The SX was muscle in a suit and tie. Number 5. The 1991 GMC Syclone. Nobody saw this one coming. A compact pickup truck? Quick? Impossible. Until it wasn't. The GMC Syclone looked like a modest black work truck, but it packed a turbocharged 4.3-liter V6, all-wheel drive, and roughly 280 horsepower. The numbers were insane. 0 to 60 in about 4.3 seconds. It outran Ferraris in magazine tests and embarrassed elite sports cars worldwide. This wasn't just a sleeper. It was a factory-built punchline aimed at the whole supercar industry. Number 4. The 1969 Ford Fairlane Cobra jet. Ford built some flamboyant machines, Mach 1s, Boss Mustangs, and more. Then there was the Fairlane Cobra jet. Plain, clean, almost anonymous. But under its hood sat the 428 Cobra Jet V8, engineered for torque, traction, and quarter-mile domination. No stripes, no screaming decals, just dignity and destruction. These cars could run mid-14-second quarter-mile times, letting unsuspecting victims walk into a trap, thinking they were facing a commuter car, not a sanctioned drag weapon. Number 3. The 1986 Buick Regal Grand National GNX. By the mid-80s, people declared muscle dead. Aerodynamics were clunky, power was weak, and the Regal looked like a square box on wheels. Then, Buick decided to rewrite the rules. A turbocharged 3.8-liter V6 gave the Grand National shocking torque, especially in GNX form. Officially, the GNX made 276 horsepower, though insiders swear Buick understated the number to avoid embarrassing the Corvette too badly. Reality? Low 4-second 0 to 60 times, beating America's sports icon and some of Europe's best performers. Black paint, chrome delete, quiet menace. The GNX was the Grim Reaper wearing a tuxedo. Number 2. The 1968 Chrysler Hemi 4-door sedans. Hemi power is usually associated with Chargers, Barracudas, and Roadrunners. Loud, proud, two-door warriors. But Chrysler built something almost sinister. 4-door Hemi sedans, including the Plymouth Belvedere and Dodge Coronet. They looked like rental cars. 4 doors, bench seats, calm styling. Nothing about them screamed danger. Yet under the hood sat the 426 Hemi, one of the most feared engines ever built. Imagine pulling up next to Grandpa in his beige family sedan, then getting annihilated before you could blink. These were the grocery getter assassins, the best definition of sleeper power. Number 1. The 1969 AMC SC Rambler. This might be the most underestimated muscle machine ever built. American motors didn't have the intimidation factor of Ford, Chevy, or Mopar. Most people saw AMCs as budget transport, nothing more. But the SC Rambler flipped that reputation upside down. AMC's engineers crammed a 390 cubic inch V8 into their smallest and lightest body. That gave it over 400 pound-feet of torque and quarter-mile times dipping into the low 14s, matching or beating big-name muscle legends. Just pure humiliation for anyone who underestimated it. In the world of sleepers, the SC Rambler is the giant killer, the apex predator in disguise. Thanks for watching, and keep your eyes open on the road, because the slowest-looking car in traffic might just be the fastest one there.